Good morning guys, it's Thursday today. This is the second day of riding. Yesterday was just, I wanted to get used to the bike, the Ducati Multistrada 950. So I feel like I've familiarised myself with the bike enough to do some recording as well, because it's going to be a bit of a demand doing some recording and talking whilst I'm negotiating hairpin bends and lots of bends on the mountain. GC250 is the Fast and Furious 6 road that was featured in that film. It's supposed to Google it, GC250 in Gran Canaria. Some of the statistics about it are quite fascinating and hair raising. So I'm going to give it a go anyway. Say it's a bucket list road to do. It's 20 miles long.
This mountain is just, it's just disorientating. It makes you feel dizzy with you can't really concentrate on thinking and talking. You're just concentrating on these bends because they're just so fantastic. Oh dear, look at this. This is a lovely road, this one. It's a different way to come up the mountain. Ovi from the motorcycle hire company said, well, this is an alternative route to come up towards the central part of the island. And I think this is probably nicer actually than the other one. Look at these, crikey. Jesus, it's like a go-kart track. There's a bike behind me, yeah, so I might have a friend for this section of the road. Yeah, the GC65, this one. And I'm scared to look over the barrier and look at the beautiful, crikey, look at that. I'm concentrating on these little bends. You get the odd car coming round, and obviously you've got a wall, rock wall at the side of you, but look at those views over there. Fantastic. It's like the Grand Canyon. I've never been to the Grand Canyon, but I imagine it looks something like that on a grander scale, but this is quite grand as it is. Ah dear, second day. Right, so good morning, welcome to DMT, Dazzle Time Motorcycle Trips. I've come to Gran Canaria to do some twisties. I've opted to do a solo ride, hiring a bike from a company called Pickway Park in Maspalomas. I just wanted the freedom. I'm more of a solo rider than anything else. I do like a group ride and a pillion ride as well, and but ultimately I do like this kind of stuff. I can go at my own pace. I'd be scared if there was somebody else with a lesser skill level, bloody hell, a lesser skill level than me or a higher skill level than me, to try and all go at the same speed. It's I think, you know, if you're the lesser one, you've got to keep up. If you're the more experienced one, then you've got to wait for the one behind. So this way I can just go at my own pace. Try and get past this car. I doubt I'll be able to on the. Let's have a look at some of the views whilst I'm here. Now, if I was a car driver, I'd slow down and let the motorcyclist pass. Yeah, it's impossible to get past in these little zigzags. Thank you. I gave him a little pap and he moved over, that's nice. Can't believe he wouldn't have. Well, having said that, he's probably concentrating himself on these twisties, even in a car. Crikey, it's probably going to be even worse, isn't it, in a car going around these bends? If you meet another car, at least with a bike, you're only a third of the width. That was a lovely road. I think that was better coming up there. It looks like the twisters are easing off a bit now. Yeah, they're just going to more medium bends. But that section there, unbelievable. Look at that. My God. But this has got its own little character, if you can call it character. Oh my god, look at the views in the background. I can kind of see it in my peripheral vision. I'm concentrating on the road, but I'm well aware at the side of me that there's like something from Mars, just big, ugly, well not ugly, monstrous, not monstrous, just gigantic. Oh look, crikey, he came across a bit quite narrow there. Just okay, beautiful, prehistoric, millions of years old, this island that's spruced up from the sea and it's been topped up by subsequent volcanic eruptions. I think it's sunk back into the ocean a little bit and then been topped up by more volcanic eruptions, but it's just, it is a gem in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, just off the coast of Morocco in northwest Africa. When I went up to the top of the mountain yesterday, it was raining and you can see the cloud there just lingering over the top of the mountain, because you literally go up into the clouds. And I think it's got a UNICEF protective thing, maybe it's a biosphere, classed as a biosphere sort of area, whether that's something to do with the climate. There are multi-climates in this, or microclimates in this island. Obviously you've got the barren, rocky, volcanic formations in the south, and as you go further north it becomes more green. So when you get into the north, these ditches here, which are rocks, it's just grass, because it's more precipitation, more moisture, but it hardly rains throughout the year. I mean, this is classed as my winter trip. Okay, it's a bit early for my winter trip. It's I think it's about the 12th or the 13th of October. It's just starting to spit, and I imagine when I get a little bit further up, it's going to be raining, very fine rain. But the way I've come from down there, and I'll turn the camera around, that's just what I've just done previously in the footage. You can see it's just glorious sunshine and bone dry roads and barren rocks. But as you come further up the island, it gets more green, as you can see. Batten down the hatches, it's going to be, you can see the clouds there, you literally are in the clouds. I want to get up to the centre and then go left onto the Need of Speed Road. There was a group of about 6 Volkswagens, convertible Volkswagens, a minute ago, but wave to them. Got one wave out of 3, that's not bad, is it? I'll make sure I duck here and don't bash my head on that rock. Oh, and the wind's picking up as well here as I'm getting towards the top of the mountain. The rain's not unleashed itself yet, but you can see I'm getting closer and closer to the crowd. And that's a lovely view, isn't it? Try to slow down here and make sure there's no cars come in, and just turn to the left. Look at that for a view. 3 victims. That's not bad really, is it? Well, it's not good, but you know what I mean, considering we're on a road like this on the edge of a mountain and got all these twisty bends. Only 3 people, or I don't know whether they're fatalities or casualties, but it's not bad. There we go, look, the GC210 Artenara, falling rocks. So this is the GC210, everybody. And I think I might need to replace, no, the battery's okay. So 20 miles this one, looks alright so far, doesn't it? One nice thing that I read about it, that it'll fry your brake pads. Well, it's obviously damp up here at the moment, and lots of nets for the rocks to be prevented from falling down on your head. So I'm assuming it's going to be a descent, but at the minute maybe just go up a little bit more than down, but at some point we'll be descending. But yeah, this road here is the one that I presume they closed the road, the Universal Studios, to film Need for Speed 6. Yeah, and it did say slippery when wet, and it's wet up here at the minute, so I'll take my time, especially around these bends. So I've just stopped on the 250 And there's a little bit of a vantage point here. Look at the road down there, how it hairpins down all the way down. They're the sort of roads that you're coming up and down. Amazing. Biker's paradise. First ones I've seen on the mountain. Yesterday was